This video wouldn't be possible without moxfield.com. They are the best deck building website on the entire internet. Go make an account. It's free. Give us a follow, and we'll see you out there. I can't wait to see your list.
We figured we'd try something new. We'd do some chopping it up, shooting the shit and all that, you know? So I got like some topics, and Cyrus and I have been like, yeah, we should just like go live and talk. And I was like, fuck it, we'll go live at midnight, because our schedules never meet up or anything like that. Like, we can never do the games together. So I just been like, all right, fuck it. Like, literally just like, fuck it. We're just gonna go for it. So if you're in the chat, say what's up. We're just gonna like talk about dumb stuff, I guess. Yeah. Oh, Possibility Storm, what's up? Yeah, do it live. Exactly.
Yeah, do it live.
We're literally
100%.
out here doing it live. So we wanted to talk about like cards, right? We play Magic cards. And we got like this list of like very, very broad subjects here about like the new sets and stuff like that. But I don't know. Cyrus, have you I've got it way down at the bottom here, but good games we played recently. Have you played any good games? Any good Commander?
I went on Dan's stream and got absolutely clapped up 3 times in a row, like no chance. I was trying so hard to mulligan into those like really cool hands that you see.
What were you playing?
You see the people get. I was just playing like the stock blue farm list.
Okay.
I guess it's actually, I think it's exactly Brian Koval's list, maybe 1 or 2 cards different.
Yep.
I'm gonna try this deck out. And then just proceeded to do so poorly. But I did some funny plays, like using it was on like turn 2, I think, and I still hadn't drawn the second land. Maybe it was even turn 3. It was bad. I gave the 1 lander with the Dark Ritual because I was like,
yeah.
this adds up to so many manas. If I get 1 more, I can do these things. And then didn't hit the land. So I Dark Ritual into Tainted Pact to get a fucking Scalding Tarn.
Nice.
So, so that was,
you just
that was
like
good.
You Tainted Pacted for like the first land you could find.
Yep.
Nice.
Which was 2 cards down.
All
Didn't
right,
have
solid.
to go too deep.
Solid. Nice little rampant growth there. Just right onto the battlefield. I've been playing Gix a lot, honestly, and like loving it. I mean, you see me like shouting it from the fucking like, this deck is so cool, this deck is so good. And it's like, I played it on when I went to go see Lua and Tori. I played it with them and Veggie, and that game was pretty fun. It did good things. It did exactly Sandkeeper, the deck, it's really cool. And I've said this over and over again live, but I find that it's normally like in Italy or something, people would focus it. People would be like, no, it's dead. You're not allowed to play that game right now. You can't take my stuff. But with Gix, no one's trying to remove it. No one's trying to do nothing about him. He just sits there and draws everybody cards until I do something heinous. It's really funny.
Nice. Yeah. I love a good, just threatening enough commander that you can do your thing for a little while.
Yeah, you can really just lay back in the cut, and like I just play dumb little evasive flyers and swing in with it, and it's pretty cool. And people are a lot of times I have to remind people to draw the cards. I have to be like, you can draw cards, right? Like, you're good for it. I should just stop, like say it once and just be like, cool, we're chill,
Yep.
But then like when people are like, oh, I could have drawn the card, like, do I just be like, yeah, sure, it's fine, like, it doesn't fucking matter either way,
Mm-hmm.
Or be like, that was your 1, I'll give you 1.
I was like, what was I seeing people talk about? It was Sean Vile Smash was talking about it. It was Ward. Is it how Ward's like the best ability that is hard to maximize because you have to be a jerk in order to maximize the value of it, because everyone forgets it, everyone casts spells into it, and then you're like, yeah, you can take it back, you didn't remember the ward. But it'd be a lot better if you're like, no, you forgot the ward, it's countered.
Yep, just get that shit out of here, get the fuck off. So, and that's what Ward says, right? Is it's countered unless they pay the 2?
Yeah, it's a separate trigger that happens that says it's countered if they don't do whatever.
Brutal. Yeah, that's it'd be, I think like an interesting way to think about it would be the way that Eric Number Knower went into playing Bobby No Chains. Eric had an Ob Nixilis Unshackled deck that he played against us once, and was like, "Listen, the only thing." And Rule Zero conversation, he straight up was like, "Listen, the only thing I ask is that you respect his ability. Like I'm playing this commander because his triggered ability is super relevant. His when you tutor, you sacrifice a creature and you lose 10 life." So he was like, just be respectful of that, like if you do a tutor, like don't be like, oh, oops, can I be like, no, Bobby No Chains is not taking no takebacks. He's chopping a quarter of your shit right now.
Yeah.
And I think like if you play a commander with ward on it, then I think you're fair to be like, Rule Zero, be like, listen, he's got ward.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you now. If you try to blast him and you can't pay the ward, you're eating shit.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a good way to go.
I think,
It's Tevet, I think, is the one that's like really relevant right now that has ward.
Oh, yep.
Everyone forgets.
Yep. And there's a couple of cards floating around in like the 99 that have ward, right? Like there's a
few. Totally. I always forget too because it's just like a random little, one word keyword on there.
Yep.
And then I'll be like, oh yeah, this creature has ward.
People have to point it out for me, like for my creatures. They'll be like, oh, ward. And I'll be like, oh, right, yeah. Like there's maybe something in fucking Dalsim or something. Who the fuck knows? I don't know. There's
I forget on fucking Arena where like a little special aura goes over the cards to try to remind you of it.
Oh, nice.
Like,
it's like
that thing, and it's like, discard a card, you idiot. I'm like, oh yeah, shit.
Oh, so you can does it let you not do it on Arena? It lets you be like, oh no, I'm not going to discard the card, and then it doesn't get targeted?
No. Once you've locked in the target, it's like, so you're going to discard a card. The one I'm thinking of is Graveyard something or other. It's a flippy werewolf guy.
Okay.
And it has ward, discard a card.
Oh, interesting.
And I'm always targeting it with stuff, and then it's like that's countered or discard an extra card.
No one wants that. So I think that's so when you like scroll over it though, there's like a little bubble over the card that's like to signify
I think it gets
that
it gets like a hazy purple or something like that. I don't remember. It's been a few days since I've popped open Arena, but it has a visual cue to remind you that it has ward. But usually I'm just, I'm planning out my turn. I'm just like, yeah, fucking fatal push, get him. And then it's like, nope. Yeah, purple star shape says possibility storm. That sounds right.
Purple star shape? That's a lot going on there.
Oh yeah, Arena's flashy.
Apparently. Oh man, did I delete the window? I had a little card holder thing going on to pull up cards and shit like that for when we do our normal games, but apparently I fucked all that up. So so I'm trying to like as we go do a little do basically the spell table
yeah,
the spell table one so that we can at least like pull up cards while we're talking about them, but I don't know if we're going to get there. I'll have to.
Suppose if you click on anything, Discord might be like,
yeah, Discord's like, what are you fucking kidding right now?
Yeah. Got a follow from Mark Naswell.
Oh, awesome. We got a follow. So I need to figure out how to get the notifications to be audible for when I get follows and subs and stuff like that, because I can't figure out how to make it come through the headphones. So it happens for Twitch, like you guys get to hear it. I just definitely don't. Mark Naswell, first time chatter, immediate follower. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. We're just out here shooting the shit about Magic. We're chopping it up. Big Magic time. Just free balling it. Not free form, free balling for sure.
Yes.
So there's some good games. I'm glad you went. And that was for Dan's, like, it was an anniversary stream or like it
was
like a patron day.
Yeah.
That's cool. Oh, metal. We got metal in the chat with the nice sticks, and yeah, I'm living in this thing now for sure. If you didn't hear it either, that's Islane, I believe. If you didn't hear it either, then I definitely got some work to do. But yeah, Mark, do you play Magic? Let us know. What's your you play EDH? What's your favorite Magic card? Go, everybody in the chat. Fuck it. What's your favorite Magic card? Spam it. Wish you could do pictures. It'd be cool. It would really make the chat a nightmare. It'd make it
Oh, yeah.
unusable. Top 10 cEDH cards go. Yeah. Been playing since Onslaught. Awesome. White Plume Adventurer.
Nice.
Scoop phase immediately. Oh, you guys are going off. Padim? Metal.
Oh, Padim's a choice.
Padim's good. Been playing since Onslaught is dope. I got a big pile of Onslaught cards right over there I need to get through. So, White Plume Adventure is, yo, listen, is that the one that Sean was fucking me up with like 2 nights ago,
He was
whatever?
fucking me up with Seasoned Dungeoneer, at least as far as I've gotten in the video. It was Seasoned Dungeoneer.
The one, the Legacy one, that Legacy dickhead who's like a
Both of
3/4.
those, yeah, the White Plume and the other guy are both showing up in Legacy a bunch right now. Brian Koval had an amazing video where he's built this... I want to say Bant, maybe. I don't really remember. I always watch YouTube videos at night, like right before I fall asleep. But he was playing Stasis with the initiative creatures.
Wow.
And it's just so brutal. And every game he won, he was just like, we've done it. We've broken the format. This is it. Here we go.
And it's just like soul crushing. Like there's no.
You get because I forget what the Dungeoneer, I think. Like, it's if you have completed a dungeon, you get to untap all your creatures.
Yep.
Every turn, it turns into like a Seedborn use kind of thing.
Okay, nice.
So you just do a dungeon and get stasis down, and then you're like, my creatures untap, and yours don't. None of your stuff untaps. And you just have some easy way of turning creatures into mana so you can pay for the stasis, and it's just brutal. That's
horrible. That's so funny. So Scoopface says banned stasis. Yeah, Ian made a video that mentioned a goblin that's good for Winota. White Plume on taps dudes. Yeah, it's real good. Sean had it in 2 Timnas. Sean was running that deck. Fuck 2 Timnas, first of all. That deck is brutal. I hate that shit. It sucks because you put like every game he would, and I was on Dalsum, so like fuck me too, I guess. But every game he would just drop Elshnorn and then be like, surprise! Now I got 2 Elshnorns, and I'd be like, well, I just gotta eat my whole deck now. Like, and the thing is, like, there's other decks that can combo under it, you know, like all your Grixis gobbledygooks, they can go under it. They can just be like consult.
Yeah, or even stupid Dockside still gets to ETB. Like,
yep, exactly. as the noob Facebook group put it, demo fish, I believe it was. They referred to demonic consult Thoracle. They called Thoracle. Some dude called it demo fish, and I was or demo. It was DEMOFISH, and I was like, that's not. No one's ever said that. You made that up. But
the Facebook group is wild. It's
that group is
place.
Crazy.
That's going to be the next segment, is tales from the cEDH Facebook group.
No, it's not even the cEDH one. It's that fucking the super noob one that Amar's always talking about. It's this crazy Facebook Sandkeeper. Yeah, exactly. I should join them just to like start pulling amazing clips and stuff. The thing is, like, I don't want to be like predatory, right? Like, I don't want to be like taking people's shit that they're saying
their name out
and being like, look at this take. Like, I've never seen a take like this in my life. But they're like,
I'm in the whole Facebook groups that are literally just screen caps from other Facebook groups. So I don't know. Maybe I'm the toxic one in that relationship.
100% big toxic. No, Amar's in this one, and he's just always posting like, there was some shit today. I should find it. It was just like, this guy's not for real, right? There was one where people were arguing about tutors the other day.
The one he posted the other day was in just the normal cEDH group, and it still it still went off so hard.
When optimizing a casual deck to more cEDH, how many ETB tap lands should I be running, or less is better for the mana curve? It's just like, okay, probably no tap lands, I think is the answer, but like those are like the real questions that come up, and they're wild as fuck. Yeah, how many tap lands? Post a picture on the Facebook. I casted my commander Ulamog on turn 2. Let's go, and he had an arcane signet. Nice. Jarvis Moonbeam raiding with a party of 7 raiders. What's up? Thank you for showing up. We're doing some late night shit. We're gonna get lots of late night raids, lots of people's tail ends. But thank you for the love. Really, really appreciate you pulling up, Jarvis. I hope you're having a good one. Oh, Moloch's in here too now. Okay, all right. Now we're getting somewhere. Things are gonna get spicy. Yeah, late night with Alan and Cyrus. We're getting after it right now for sure. Things are good. Oh, we got big follows too. I saw it. I saw the notification come up. Oh, and shit, B101 with the fucking bits too. Oh, now we got a party. Now it's official. We're streaming. Yeah. The Pie Overlord.
Dream.
Love it. Yeah, now it's official.
I heard another one.
Yeah, conspicuous.
Oh no, that was just for the cheer.
Yeah, the Pie Overlord.
Delayed for some reason.
The Pie Overlord with the follow. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, no, today was good. It was good. I got to wifey took care of the dude for a little bit when I woke up, so I got to sleep in a little bit, and then yeah, he was cool enough, you know. Like we took him out to eat. We went to Miller's roast beef. He liked that. He ate some French fries and some onion rings and stuff. He was psyched, and we went to the beach. He played in the sand. He fucking just did laps, you know. So I was like, cool, run around.
You guys get a good like winter beach situation.
Yeah. There's just like a ton of like small little town beaches out here and stuff like that. So we could go to any one of like 100 little like. They're small, you know. There's no big like ocean beach or anything bonkers like that. That probably would have been like brutal too. Yeah, let's definitely jam soon, Moloch, for sure. Because we went yesterday, right? Sunday. Liz jumped in the water. Liz went and ran in the water. I would have gone in too if we'd have had somebody to watch Logan on the beach, but mom didn't meet up with us on time. Like I was trying to be like, hey, come to blah, 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 but she didn't weren't able to coordinate it, so wasn't quite able to do it. But there was a big crowd down there. Like that's the first year they done it out here, and there was a big old crowd of people all like jumping in and out of the water and stuff, kids running in, all sorts of shit. It was also like not abysmally cold. Like if it was like 30 degrees, it would have been a different fucking story. But people were fine for the most part. There were even dudes like doing the kite sailing and shit.
Nice.
So we got this topics. If you guys a Rocky Neck for life, yeah, Scoop gets it. Conspicuous Scoop gets it for sure. So right, we've got where did the fucking other email go? I had this email with the fucking the topics pulled up.
Oh, Molly, it's actually so funny. I think it was last night, or maybe it was the night before. Moloch says I should stretch my septum to assert dominance. I was just talking to my wife Hannah about stretching my septum. I'm just a baby. I know it's gonna hurt for like 2 days.
What? Just get like a thicker ring.
Yeah, totally. Just go. I want to go a couple sizes up. Actually, it was pierced at this size, which is fairly big size.
That's a fucking gauge, yeah.
They just didn't have anything smaller.
Oh, nice.
They were like, usually I start people like this, but are you okay to do this? Yeah, let's do it. And yeah, and then I was like, yeah, that was like, you know,
that was a good 15... face. Somebody clip that. You just made a really good face.
It was like 15 years ago though, and I've meant to gauge it literally ever since, and I'm just lazy. I just never think about it when I'm out and about with places that might have rings. Listen,
one size every 15 years is pretty good.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Oh no, you tore your ears. No good. That's don't. I wanted to get some sort of shit when I was like in college, but I never got nothing. You know, I'm just like no tattoos, none of that fun stuff. So that'd be cool though. You could definitely get a bigger ring in there for sure.
It's funny. I never thought that we're both no tattoo gang. I have one. I have the wedding ring tattoo. because I usually can't stand things on my hands, so
Yep.
the wedding ring does not sound like the vibe. But I've been thinking about getting some because we have a really cool artist who lives in my town now. So I might
cool.
end up with some tattoos one day. We'll see.
Mom
But
told me
I'm gonna wait till I hit 40. Let's start getting tatted at 40.
that's a good choice. My mom told me no tattoos. She said she'd pay for all the tattoos I want when I'm 60. So I was like,
Nice.
all right, cool, bet. So I'll probably go get a bunch of tattoos when I'm 60. Be like,
Nice,
fuck
hell
it.
yeah.
Now's the time to start. Maybe they'll have
Mhm.
some cool new tattoo technology. In 60
Yeah.
years, I'll be able to get some
Maybe it
fucking.
won't suck total ass like it does now.
Oh, I was gonna say I'll get some like neuromancer shit, some sort of like fucking
Yeah.
hologram, moving some fucking like the newspapers in Harry Potter, right? That they
Yeah.
They'll have some dumb shit in the future. So good games. We had good games. I played good games with Gix. This Urza deck needs some love. I need to put better cards in here. There's too many tutors, not enough cards that I don't know that I've played. I don't know. It's weird. I need to play it like a bazillion more times. I think is really the
This is the Gex deck needs.
no. This is Urza. I made
Urza.
I made our boy Lord Protector with chat's help, and as I was building it, I stumbled on a Halo fountain in the bulk thing here, and I was
Nice.
like, well, I guess we're building it to be a Halo, like it's gonna win through Halo fountain.
Hey, yeah, I remember you tweeting about this.
And it's not very good, and I'm missing a lot of cards, but I got some of them. Then there's see, we got our Halo fountain here, so it's
nice.
functional,
Cool.
I guess. Yeah, it's just basically tutors up his dumb rocks and flips over Urza, and then I die. Then somebody kills him. Like, okay, it's never really gotten past that. I think I did a I stole some. I almost cast what is it? The one where you make Clone Legion. I almost cast a Clone Legion once. That would have been cool. But otherwise, it's just like make Urza. Maybe get some value out of it. Do a bunch of artifact ramp. It's fun
I haven't
enough.
built a new casual deck in a long time. I'm thinking of making one of the Transformers, or maybe an Ultra, or both Optimus and whatever Megatron.
Oh, nice. Okay. So like,
just as like super casual, beat each other up.
Oh, nice to have them be like that'd be actually pretty cool to make a fucking Transformers battle box. You could probably make something pretty snappy.
Yeah, I might be able to make 4. I haven't looked at the colors enough to know how I would split it up to do 4.
It's just Optimus and Starscream, or Megatron and Starscream, and then Optimus and I don't know, either you could do
Ultra Magnus.
You could do his Hot Rod in there. Did they put Hot Rod in that shit?
No, I don't think they did Hot Rod.
No, fucking Hot Rod was just fucking fake.
Yeah, for real. I know they had so many throwbacks. Maybe he's one of the paywalled ones, the freaking secret lair ones.
I thought those were all reprints. That's all like Blightsteel and shit. Yeah. I think so. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they were just like, fuck it, we're gonna put Hot Rod in here, and you have to.
I know they're double-sided, so they. Yeah, Bumblebee too.
Was Bumblebee not one of them? Like they were just like,
no. Like literally, my son, he's 10. He was flipping through them, and he got to the. He was like, "No Bumblebee." I was like, "I know."
Who fucked that one up?
Yeah.
Maybe they're waiting. Maybe they're waiting for Hot Rod and Bumblebee to for the next one. That's gonna be the full Transformers set, or the Transformers fucking the decks, the commander decks. They're gonna drop the whole commander decks.
I know they're definitely hoping that they take off because Wizards fully owns the Transformer card game stuff. So they can really go for it.
Yep, they definitely could make some wild ass shit. There you go. The Chevy Secret Lair.
Shia
LaBeouf Secret Lair. It's gonna be hot. What do we got? So Shia LaBeouf Secret Lair has Transformers. We got what are some other the one Eagle Eye, right? Eagle Eye.
Oh my god, what a deep Shia LaBeouf cut.
I think about that movie like pretty regularly. Holes. All right, Holes. He was in iRobot. Holy
I didn't know
shit!
that. I didn't
I
know he
don't
was in
know.
Constantine either.
Const-
Constantine's such a funny fucking movie.
Well, yeah, the Just Do It, just his like meme video.
Mhm.
Oh, Indiana Jones! Wow.
Yeah, he was in the newer one. There was some other one I was thinking of, but I don't know. He was in a bunch of goofy shit.
And then you got actual cannibal,
Even Stevens.
We're
uh,
going for it. I love this. So yeah, Shia LaBeouf's Secret Lair is gonna slap. Disturbia,
Disturbia.
yo.
That's the one I was trying to think of. I was like suburban something or other, but yeah, Disturbia. That was the one.
There you go.
That
Actual
movie.
cannibal is the secret card. Amazing. I didn't see Peanut Butter Falcon. That looked a little heavy for my taste for sure. Probably not a lot of like explosions in that movie. Like,
all those explosions
needs a lot more explosions to catch my interest.
I know. I loved when we were talking about the fucking Batman game the other day. You're like, oh, there was a stealth part. And I just fucking stopped playing.
Yeah, it was dope. Arkham Asylum was super dope. And then I got to this room and there were two guys walking around the top with machine guns. And I walked into the room and they destroyed me. And I was like, all right, I got to get them. And I ran at them and they destroyed me. And I was like, oh, I got to sneak at them? No, we're done. And I just stopped playing. I think I tried it 5 or 6 more times and I was like, no, we're good here.
Oh, so good.
Oh, Josh OMTG, yo, thanks for pulling up. Yeah, there's Michael Bay movies are bad. Ninja Turtle movies, the newer, he did a couple of those newer Ninja Turtle movies. That's right. I mean, we're doing good, Joshua. We're honestly just fucking winging it right now. We're literally making it up as we go along. Yes, forced stealth is very corny. I do not like. What were you gonna say, Cyrus?
Oh, I would say we're two dudes doing a podcast.
Yeah, we're just fucking
never seen it on the internet ever before.
We're just fucking winging it right now, talking about cards and movies and dumb shit. We went on the big Shia LaBeouf deep dive, the Linkin Park Transformers card. We're going real.
Oh shit, that's a cut for sure. They're like some album of theirs. I feel like was heavily Transformer themed, or
really?
At least in a movie. You know,
they get some tracks in like the early Transformers movies. There.
I think so. In like the second one, I think.
Yeah, okay, I believe it. I was watching, Mental Miscast for sure. Like that's easy enough. They had a song in one of the movies. Okay. Oh, all right. Islane's throwing some shit out here. What are our favorite cards this year for cEDH? Somebody was just who the fuck was it? It was in the Ramp Gang chat. They were Jank God was asking what are some singles he needs to get from like this year. And Corey
I literally don't even know what sets came out this year. Oh, and Scryfall is being cloud flared. Okay, there it goes.
I love old Transformers. I'm old, so I had a lot of Transformers when I was a kid. I had a lot of those old ass ones. I had the fucking gnarly ass Megatron, all that sort of stuff. I loved them. I've been seeing in Target they had I don't remember what the like grade of it was, but they had a really fancy looking Starscream toy.
Nice.
It was like Coronation Starscream or something like that, and this thing looked fucking badass. Like I wanted this toy. I think the only thing that stopped me from getting it, no, it turned into the full-on like fucking jet. Like it looked so dope. I did not have a Thundercat sword. One of my buddies growing up did, and I thought it was the coolest goddamn thing in the world. I bought my kid a He-Man sword, and you hold that shit up and press the button, and it screams, I have the power. And then my son screams, I have the power. He fucking yells that shit at absolutely top volume. So, but I got him into it. I got him into watching old OG Thundercats, and he loves it. He's like,
nice.
He's like fucking doing the sword shit, all of it. He thinks he yells Thundercats ho. He's into it. So I'm super stoked on that he's watching that.
Yeah, me and a buddy when I was like 19, right out of high school, my first like living out of home situation. We had Thundercats and Pirates of Dark Waters pirated, and would sit and watch the hell out of those. Pirates of Dark Water. That show rules.
When I was a kid, that shit was on TV, and
Yeah.
I think it was on Sundays, and I would watch it, and I was so geeked up on it, and every Sunday I would get so stoked and be right in front of the TV. And then one Sunday it was football instead, and like I was like, oh, I'm devastated. My whole life is ruined. And then I like never saw it again, because like then, 8 months of football happens or whatever, and I was like, okay, well, it forgot, like it disappeared forever.
I remember feeling like it disappeared forever. Also, like it was just a part of my life for a long time, and then could never see it anywhere again.
Yep.
Same with like lots of the stuff back then, Pirates and Transformers and everything. But I had that Transformers, the first movie, on VHS, and watched that thing.
It's really good.
Constantly.
It's a very cool movie. It's gorgeous and it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been showing all sorts of shit to Logan, and some of it sticks, and some of it he's like, no way, like it's just mad boring. So I don't know. What the fuck else did I watch recently? I don't know. I could go on about that shit forever. So somebody asked our favorite cards from cEDH this year, and I've got a big list here that Corey wrote down. And just looking at them,
I'm just flipping through Scryfall, trying to find ones I like.
So right away, looking at this list, the land cycle from Kamigawa is fucking nasty. Boseiju and Otawara, those are the two, right? The green one and the blue one. The white one, I always find myself just playing it. I never ever fucking use that shit, but like it's also good. And then Takanuma, I've put in a few black decks and used in like Cyrus, like it's good, it's value. Getting a creature back to your hand is fucking hype, So yeah, those are Kamigawa is a good fucking set.
Kamigawa has all sorts of cool stuff. Also I'm just kind of looking at the sets that came out in 2022, and a lot of the cool stuff is from the Innistrad block too, or a lot of stuff I liked a lot. Like I never actually used this card. I played against it, but Adeline, the knight that makes a bunch of humans. She's brutal.
Yep.
That deck is a monster.
I ran that a little bit in Dulcim, but I was like, it made combat too confusing. Like honestly, like it just made it too much. Like, okay, I swing these at you, and then also it made the math and like figuring it out.
Yeah.
It made it a pain in the ass for sure. I
also like Alchemist Retrieval a lot from that set. Good one. Nice little mount spell.
And March is in that shit. March of Swirling Mist.
Oh yeah.
Is like a huge bomb.
Yeah, I love March of Swirling Mist, actually.
And there were some decent commanders in there too. The Shorikai is nasty. It's a crazy card. And yeah, like I love Nashi. Somebody mentioned it just now. Oh, Geistwave, yeah, fucking
Geistwave.
Geistwave's so crazy. There you go. Conspicuous Snoop said it. Toxtril was from the Innistrad sets.
Oh yeah,
those were
just last year.
Those were this year, 2022.
Jeez,
no way, they were 2022.
That's what the internet's telling me.
Ugh, that's so fucking spoopy.
That's wild.
Islaine, are you referring to Archivist of Ogma as Archie? If so, that's amazing. I was playing with Adam on Friday, and he kept referring to it as Ligma instead of Ogma, which is like that's what it's called from now on for sure. Be like, yeah. I was like, oh, he just referred to it as Ligma throughout the whole rest of the game, and I was like, yeah, that's funny, that works. Like that'll stick for sure. No, double feature. I loved double feature. I still buy packs of double feature when I see them. I'll just be like, give me one of them shits right now. I haven't opened any like super bomb foils, but they're still cool. I opened a couple pretty ones though. So, it is a disappointment that it wasn't a more curated draft. It would have been cool if they had like dialed that instead of just being like, it's every card.
Yeah, totally.
Like that sucked.
It's the sets again.
It's all of the cards. I was like, oh, bummer.
Uh,
All right, let's see if I can get this window capture right. I want to get cards in here for the Let's see, where is it? There you go. We're gonna do this, and bear with me here, folks. We're gonna do this. Boop. There you go.
yeah, so many cool cards this year. We had Displacer Kitten,
Yep. There you
which
go.
is super fun.
Now we can search for cards on what's it calls it's here. I just straight up pulled up spell table because that searches for cards fast and easy sometimes, mostly.
I just have to never-ending scroll through Scryfall now. I'm on the bees.
Just
I'm gonna
Displacer
stop.
Kitten. What did you search for? Just cards this year?
Yeah, if you just search for year equals and then the year,
Oh, brutal.
it'll show you all of them from that year. Bunch of alchemy cards I couldn't care less about.
Jetmir, the commander, right? The one that just fucking crater hoofs you when you got 10 creatures. Fuck that guy. That card is
It's so funny. I've been like, every time I look at that card, I'm like, I feel like I maybe want to build this deck because it just like builds itself and seems fun, but
it's very good. It is a very, very good deck.
I have so many sleeves now too from our not sponsors Quiver Time, who are very nice and sent me a bunch of stuff, and I've got like I think 8 sets of 100 sleeves now that I could fucking build decks with. So might do it before Library Magic starts back up in like February or March. Have a bunch more goofy commander decks to play with.
Sorry, answering Josh O, just DM me on Twitter. And yeah, that's the best way to do it. So yeah, build more decks, Cyrus, for sure. Do like if and do them like honestly, do them like I've been doing it, and just go live here at midnight. Like I can do it during the day at noon. You do that shit at midnight and just pull up Moxfield and just be like, all right, folks, we're building this transformer, like we're building that transformer battle box. Let's go for it. And I think Megatron, Starscream, and then sure, why not like Optimus and Ultra Magnus, or Optimus and literally any other of the Transformers, right? Like,
yeah,
I think that's the easiest way to do it. So what else was on this list here? I liked the Ledger Shredder's really cool. Ledger Shredder's a good card.
I love Ledger Shredder.
And then I really liked I haven't really used it, but I like that it's an answer to Demofish. The white card that's a Rexage and also draws cards. That thing's pretty cool. The I don't even fucking know what it's called. Like I literally don't even remember what this dumbass card is called.
Lauren.
Lauren, there you go. Got it. Lauren of the Third Path. Here you go. I got a fucking shiny one and everything.
I don't even know this card. I haven't gotten any cards, I don't think, from the last 2 sets. I've just been like overwhelmed a little bit, and just like had no time to figure out what was good.
Goddamn, and it's keyworded too. 3 mana, legendary, human artificer. Holy shit, it's legendary also. Like, it's just bonkers. Vigilance, when it enters the battlefield, destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment, and tap it. You and target opponent each draw a card. It is a 2/1.
Nice.
Thing slaps for sure. Very strong. So on my list of topics here, I just have written in big alternating caps and non-caps. No, just kidding. Draenei Magistrate. People were mad about that card, right? There was a lot to say about it. It was just crazy that it like went on for 2 weeks. Like really, that was the biggest.
know. If there was a Twitter award for like longest cEDH discourse,
longest bullshit.
Draenei Magistrate, I think, won, because I was very surprised to see that, like, not only going on for multiple days in the cEDH arena, but then it started to crop up other places too, and
I posted about it, and I've repeated this many times. I said that it has a place in casual it has a place in competitive games, and it has a place in casual games, or it has a role, maybe I said, or something, a function, and the function is mostly feel bads in a casual game.
Yeah,
And
I've never seen it in a casual
I
game,
have.
but I would hate it if someone played Draenith in a casual game. You're like, really?
Yeah,
Why? We're
it's
we're, we're playing Commander. Like,
it's,
let me play my Commander.
very rude. I think I played it and like I think like one of the fucking RC dudes even dropped it on me, like something. I seen it someplace
Mhm.
where I was like, really? We're playing a Draenith fucking Magistrate? I don't like it in casual. I think it causes feel bads, and I wrote that. I said that it has its place. I play it. I've won games with it in cEDH, and in casual it just causes feel bads. And two people uh, were like, if your deck can't function without its commander, build better decks. You're bad deck, like you're bad at
Huh.
deck building. And you know what that did? Made me feel bad. So I just deleted that fucking post. I was like, fuck that. I'm
I
out
think
of
that
here.
proved your point,
Yeah, it
honestly.
100% proved my point. I was like, and we're done. And it made me feel bad, and I deleted it. So I was like, all right, cool. Well, don't have to talk about this anymore. And it was literally the first two comments. I was like, cool, we're not talking about this. Discussion proven. My point is proven. I feel bad now.
It's felt like I was thinking about this a little earlier when I was looking at the topics list, and I like that argument makes sense to me in cEDH because it's the same as like competitive 60 card decks that are based around a single card, and sometimes you just get a game where you don't see that card and it just doesn't happen, and it's kind of like self-balancing that way, and Draenith is good for competitive because of that, I dare say. Even like
Yeah.
it's a decent thing to exist and have to. I never play around it, and all the hands I keep are awful, and so
Yep.
like it happened a bunch on Dan's stream where I was like, oh cool, a turn 2 Crom, and then oh cool, a turn 1 Draining.
Yep. It's
But
just brutal. It's a brutal card to happen when it's the other thing I said about it was it has a place and a time, and the place is on my side of the battlefield and the time is
yeah,
when I play it.
yes,
But otherwise that card
100%.
sucks shit. Um but like again, like I said, I have won games off of it. So like it's
Yeah, I think like Koval has it in the blue farm list, and I think it's it makes total sense. It's great. Any asymmetric stacks piece that can warp the game so much and has to eat interaction is gonna be good.
yep.
But yeah, I don't know. My stupid casual decks are like, I'm still playing Rune of the Hidden Realm in
That's
2023.
you
Fucking
kind of want
like,
Rune to be out there for sure.
yeah, like the
Um
whole deck is just like, oh, okay, cool. You stop my commander. My deck is a bunch of low value ETB effects now. Good job.
But saying that like if your deck can't handle running without your commander is as toxic as saying run more removal. Like it's the
Yeah,
same. It's this.
it
It's
is.
just on a different axis, but it's the same. It's the same horrible thing to say. It's the same amount of rude. And also like I think it's meaner because like your deck should function around your commander, right? Like you want your deck to do that. Like I guess it shouldn't be like wholly like 100% reliant on it, but like I don't know. It should function
Oh, you
somewhat.
wanted to play your commander in this game of commander?
Fuck you.
Fucking nerd. Yeah.
So that's and then so I've got other shit on here. We've got I don't know, Elshnorn, right? We're gonna pre-ban Elshnorn.
Reban Elsinore. She's
Pre-ban
gone.
Elshnorn, not allowed. I talked with Rebel. I was like, Elshnorn, out of here, right? And she's like, yep, it's gone forever.
Mhm.
This is not true. Do not quote this. Do not clip this. I think that I'm like I think it's a wild card for the multiple members of the RC to have written to them and being like, don't print this card.
Yeah,
Like that's what like that was the craziest thing to me in the article was that they were like, don't make it. Don't do this. Like, okay, that's I mean, and that's the thing is like that's what they're there for, right? That's what the RC is there for is to like be
Mhm.
like, hey guys, like we're kind of like overseers of the form. I don't know how the fuck you want to call it, but they kind of like watch over the cards, right? Um, but
I don't see how it is any worse than any other stacks piece, I guess, except for that it's the thing I think that makes it like have a red flag in terms of the RC or maybe other people is that it's a stacks effect that's on a commander that's on a cool card that people want to play. So you probably will see it kind
Yep.
of a bunch,
Yep.
and it might. I mean, it certainly. I'm as like I said, I'm playing fucking Rune. I'm bummed as fuck. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be. It's gonna ruin my entire day whenever I see that card across the table. But then I also want it for the deck because it doubles all my ETBs. So there you go.
So and yeah, and I think that was the main crux of it is it's like it's too easy to slot in to any deck. So we got a conspicuous noob. I think that their reticence to see it print is informed by the amount of issues they had with Dranith and like from back when they didn't catch one of these cards and keep the format free of field bads. Legendary asymmetrical Torpor Orb is a Panharmonicon as one of the post magical characters is in fact a big deal. Yes, it is. It's and I think the what it boils down to is it will see play. People want to play this card, and it's not gonna feel good when you're playing against it, right?
Yeah,
But like
especially with so much of the format, or not the format of Magic has pushed towards run less spells, just run creatures with ETBs. Like that's really how
yeah,
the game is played, and so
I saw
having a commander that shuts it off at 3 mana, I guess rule
it's
zero it.
it's five.
The world's not going to end.
It's 5 mana. It's big.
Oh,
But
is it 5 mana? I
it's
thought it
5
was
mana,
more.
but it's still aggressively costed. Like it's 4 and
Mhm.
a white. Like even if it was 3/2 white, it would be more less aggressive, you know. But 4 and 1 white is like, I guess, like I think
Mhm.
they could have put 2 on there. But somebody the other side of it that I saw somebody saying was like, the worst like that Elshnorn is like it's not the worst thing that happens is like, oh no, my wood elves. I was
Mhm.
like, oh, that's fair. Like
Yeah.
oh no, my fucking. But my issue with it is that like it stops a lot of its own possible removal sources. So like it's not gonna get Shriek Mod. It's not gonna like all your stuff that's either exiling or killing a creature when it ETBs.
Yeah.
It's stopping its own sources of removal. So I was like, that's a little bit harsh. To me that
Yeah, I
feels.
think that's another the thing they're worried about, Baz. And that's kind of what I mean is that less people are running removal that's just a instant or sorcery, and more are running things that are also a creature. Because why
Mhm.
not?
When this enters the battlefield, blow up all the creatures, and it's like, well,
Mm.
not today,
Nope.
or do it twice if you're playing it.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, and having the double, it's a good card. It's going to be around and something that it must be dealt with. It seems like it's going to mostly be a really pain in the ass for those like high power tables.
yes,
The high power tables, whatever that means.
I
Like,
I don't think. I mean, is it going to see comp play? Or are we going to see it in fucking Winota? Like I don't know. Like what are we playing this in? Like what's this card going in? It's like Shorakai. I don't fucking know.
I'm not sure.
It's gonna go in something that like uh yeah, exactly. Conspicuous Snoop is yeah, it's been printing a bazillion ETB cards, exactly. Like it's a very, very heavier focus. Having it in the command zone is pretty brutal. I think I've been seeing a lot of Torpor Orb stuff happen, but that's just because I've been playing it in like Dalsum and stuff like that. Uh, so I don't know. I
Hushbringer, I think, goes in Najila, and I mean, yeah,
in
maybe we haven't seen
Najila.
it enough because there's not enough good bodies stapled to Torpor effects. So
Yeah,
I think the asymmetrical and actually being a beater, like it's a big creature too, and yeah, it'll see play. It'll definitely see play,
I think
no
so.
doubt.
So
I don't know about in CDH.
no,
In high power, I think you'll see a lot. I think in CDH you'll probably see. I mean, Jeremy's already got a Elishnorn deck that they're working on.
gross.
Um,
Really? That's
yeah,
crazy.
and it's pretty good. It's amazing how painful some things are when they're doubled. Things that you'd usually be
Yep.
like, okay, whatever, and then it's like even that one thing. What's it called? It's like the spirit thing that when it comes in, it exiles something that costs 4 or less. Skyclave,
Oh,
something
yep,
or other.
Skyclave apparition. Oh Jesus, I
Yeah,
can't.
yeah,
That
that thing
sucks.
doubled hurts hella bad, and there was a bunch of other stuff they were running that was just like, okay, yeah, like this could be a deck. It's going to be a deck in the same sort of tier as the other mono white stacks decks, I think.
That's yeah. I could see that for sure. It's pretty strong. And yeah,
Oh
having it
yeah,
as the
no, it's got
commander.
one. Nice.
Yeah, having it as like as always having access to it is like super crazy. DMOC, what's up? Thanks for joining us for sure. We're out here.
Hey, D-Mod.
We're chopping it up. We're chopping it up big time. So I wanted to talk about a set that they spoiled everything in the span of 48 hours. I think this Dominaria remastered.
Oh yeah.
What's everybody's head at with Dominaria remastered? Where's everybody at on how many cases has everybody pre-ordered? Does it
Yeah,
like
it
come
looks like
with
it's
it?
gonna be spicy for sure.
I
Another
mean,
the premium product.
yes and no. Like I looked at it. Where's the fucking window? So we're gonna go in here. We're gonna go. I don't know. Magic Dominaria remastered, and then we're gonna sort it by fucking. Yeah, we're gonna do this, I guess, and then sort it high to low and just scroll through, and then like the real hitters are like, yeah, we got like these force of wills and shit like that on here. It's
Oh
the
yeah.
first thing that
Always
shows
gotta
up is
have a fancy force of will.
there's three force of wills. There is a Richard Kane Ferguson one, and then a
Oh, that's
retro
cool.
frame one and a regular frame one, and then Urza shows up, and then it's a bunch of tutors and Yawgmoth and Sylvan Library and shit, which is like, those are cool reprints. Like that's cool. Mark, wow, all right. Mark's got 2 collector boxes pre-ordered.
Oh yeah.
What are you trying to rip out of that? What are you trying to rip out of your 2 collector boxes? Are you looking for our boy here, the full art Yawgmoth here? This boy is spicy.
Polar
He's
Yawgmoth is pretty spicy.
It's pretty cool. Not gonna lie, that's pretty cool stuff right there.
It went even further into the Peter Steele arc for Yawgmoth.
Peter Steele. Okay, I'm missing the reference.
Isn't that the
Sorry, I'm
guy?
bad.
Isn't
I'm
that his
lame.
name? Let me make sure I'm saying the right name. The guy from fucking, why am I blanking the name of his band?
He's a doctor without
Typo
borders.
negative.
Typo negative.
The guy from
Okay.
Typo Negative looks like Yawgmoth.
That's okay. Multiple people are saying it now. Very cool. Yeah, you're looking for Urza and sexy foils. That's fair. I'm excited to see what these Richard Kane Ferguson foils look like. I think they're pretty cool, honestly. I think the art's good. I like seeing this art on new tutors.
Yeah, you know, a random thought that comes to me that's just something really funny about Wizards of the Coast is that, like, and you know, they pre-plan these releases, so it's not even like a let's see how it does and then we do it. It's just like they have an idea and a little thing for one set, and then they're like, we are tripling down on that. So like we had some Richard Kane Ferguson in the 2x2
and the
sets.
double masters too, and people lost their
And
minds.
yeah, people lost their that are like, let him do all of the big name cards from the next one.
Well, it's cool that he did a cycle. Like honestly, I'm kind of hyped that it's a cycle of like or at least a cycle of. Did he get the Worldly Tutor? He did not.
That doesn't look like.
Is
I mean,
there
maybe
I'm not seeing a full art or like a widescreen Worldly Tutor in here.
Yeah.
So
it might not be.
Maybe not.
But the Vampiric Tutor looks pretty cool. I'll give it that.
This new No Mercy art is wonky. I'm not 100% on the new No. Oh no, he did do a Worldly Tutor. So he got a whole cycle. We got a Mystical Tutor, a Worldly Tutor, Enlightened Tutor, and I guess fucking Gamble. Okay. There's not seeing a full art Gamble though. Maybe there is. Maybe there's a gnarly Richard Kane Ferguson Gamble. That'd be sick. Like how did I miss that? How's that one not there? That Birds of Paradise is kind of fucking crazy looking too.
It is kind of crazy looking. The Mystical Tutor looks cool. I'm not like hugely drawn to any of the other art for Mystical Tutor, so I could see trying to get one of those maybe. I have to get a Lyra Dawnbringer for Super Baka Bros, because that's one of his children's names, is Lyra.
Nice.
Make a good gift.
Yeah.
That's one thing it's bringing to the table.
Nice, solid. I think this would be cool to draft for
here's
sure.
the borderless gamble. It's pretty sick, actually. I only have a very boring gamble. And if this sticks at $14, that might have to be one I pick up for
Gamble borderless. Let's take a look at it. What's this fucking thing look like? So like I could imagine, like I feel like the tutors are obvious hits here. Oh, okay, yeah, with the Gabo. All right.
sure.
Yeah,
You
that's
got him.
pretty. He's touching a hot rock. It looks like. I don't know. Sure, I'm
Mhm.
into it. Seems
Not
good.
sure exactly what he's up to.
He's gambling or something.
Yeah.
I bet this set will be fun as fuck to draft. I bet drafting it would be a blast.
Yeah, I mean, it's got sneak attack in it.
Yo, I would all in sneak attack for sure.
Oh, there's a Mystic Remora.
Is there?
Look at that. A
Oh, yeah, yeah.
borderless Mystic Remora.
Oh yeah, they got the with the Jesper F-Sing art on it. I don't know what the borderless one looks like, but yeah. And it's psyched to see a reprint of that. Like that'll fucking chop the price real
They have
good.
the freaking artists listed on
the
here,
borderless one.
I think it says Ron something or other. I don't know. My eyes are awful. But it looks cool. It's got Urza on it, and there's a fish.
Oh, oh yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a good one. That's cool. It's like swimming around our boy there.
Well, I mean, the collector's boxes have to be like egregiously expensive, I'm guessing.
The collector, like 240, I think somebody was saying.
Yeah.
For the collector booster box. At least it's not like the super dumb ones, like was it Double Masters 2 that they were like for the $50 packs? Was that the one? What was it was Double Master 2, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Where them shits were like $50, and then the one before that they were the $100 ones, right?
Yeah.
There was just one. Yeah, so they're getting there. They're figuring it out. 4 packs for fucking $200 was brutal, and those packs were hit or miss, to say the least. Like they always are.
Yeah, I mean these are gonna be too. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Is like I get so hyped on like, oh, I'll buy box, all these things you get, and then you're like,
cool. I opened fucking 3 oversold cemeteries and a nut collector.
Like Chainer Dementia Master and
exactly.
Foil Borderless slot, like that kind of shit.
Yep. And then we go, oh good, I got a crawl space.
That's just, the new Gemstone Mine does look kind of cool though.
I'm psyched that they reprinted Gemstone Mine. Gemstone Mine's a favorite of mine. So that's another part of it, is like these cards are also like have heavy nostalgia value, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like that's super cool too to see that.
It's so funny that they're printing so much stuff in retro frame. It's so funny.
They just caught on that it's the hotness.
Yeah, back to the past.
People like the retro frames, so they were like, all
Going
right, you
back
guys.
to the 90s.
Damn, a full art. They reprinted Savine's Reclamation, but didn't make a full art one. That's pretty
it's
fucking
just the
rude.
retro frame. You might have to get the foil retro frame though. It's already so expensive.
Damn, this Sapperling token is fucking sick. This thing is fucking gnarly.
Oh, that's the Sapperling token from an old set. I don't remember which one.
Art's a reprint. That's fucking fire.
Yeah. It was on something. I think it was on Sapperling.
Trivial Encounters going ham in the chat right now. Thanks for pulling up for sure. Cue up the Dream of 90s is alive in Portland from Portlandia song. Yep.
That's my second favorite 90s nostalgia song. My number one is Going Back to the 90s, which is from this kids show Odd Squad. That's really, really funny.
Wow.
They definitely have asides where they're like doing math and learning stuff, but the comedy element of the show is so good, and their Back to the 90s song is so funny.
I'll have to look for it.
Big recommend, chat, if you need an alternative to the Dream of the 90s. Yeah, Back to the 90s.
So Dominaria Remastered gonna be good. gonna. It's crazy that it's like, is it out? It's not even out yet. And then like,
No.
so I thought because they did they spoiled like 7 different Elshnorns or whatever. I really thought that was coming out sooner.
Does it have a date for when it's
Spoilers
coming
don't
out?
even start till the 17th.
What?
Yeah, isn't
I'm
that
seeing the whole
crazy?
set right now. What else
No,
is
no,
there to
for
spoil?
Phyrexia, all will,
Oh, okay.
for all will be one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But this one is like, no, this one I think comes out within the next couple weeks. I'm pretty sure. And it's like, I'm not gonna like. I was like, oh, cool. There's cool stuff in it, but like, just looking over like the hot cards, it's like, the thing is, there's probably, because I think there's full art stuff they printed in the common and uncommon slots.
Mm. Oh,
So
they're always getting like $20 to $30 worth of popper pimping out from me, like every set
yeah,
nowadays.
so that's probably what I'm like. Oh, like there's this retro frame counterspell that I bet the foil is gonna be like big dollars, right?
Hmm.
Well, $6 on the foil right now, maybe 7, which is like, okay, sure. Um,
Borderless Fling Tongue Kavu. Let's go.
see, exactly. Where does it have? Okay, rarity. So we want to click just the commons and oh, and then it fucked everything up.
Yeah, 'cause TCG Player is the best website.
And then I want to hit uncommon also. Boop. There you go. Now let's take a look at what's really in this set. Um. Oh, they got the Elder
Ooh,
Spirit
the
Guide.
Mog War Marshal was actually a pretty nice retro frame looking.
That full art Helm of Awakening is kind of crazy.
Yeah, the art on that one's really cool.
That's kind of dope for sure. Love me Helm of Awakening. What else is in here? We got swords. Okay, sure. They were like, nah, we're not going to make a full art Swords to Plowshares. Fuck that.
Wow, Spirit Monger, that brings me back all the way back.
Old
Do you
Border.
remember?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Do you remember Spirit Monger and how much this card just like
No.
wrecked everything back in Apocalypse when it came out?
No, I have no clue what this is.
It's just it's a big Golgari beater. It's fucking a 6/6 for 5. This shit's unheard of.
6/6 for 5. When it deals damage to a creature, make it big, regenerate, and changes colors. It fucking does hacks.
Thanks.
Thing's pretty wacky.
I might have to, like, the nostalgia part of me is like, you need a playset of this. Because it was like a $30-$40 card back in the day because everyone was running playsets of it
Oh no shit. Okay.
in the Rock. The deck was called the Rock.
The Rock? Oh.
Yeah, or just Rock, maybe. It's what they used to call Golgari, like, aggro mid-range decks for some reason.
Okay, sure. Look,
I was deep into this shit back in those days. Even
That-
deeper than I am, possibly.
that's awesome though. Mesa. Oh, they got an Enchantress. Okay. I'm looking at like the commons and uncommons, and there's good shit. There's cool shit in here. There's some. They got a Wild Growth reprint. There was one that really hit me. Tatiova. They made an Old Border Tatiova, which is pretty
Oh
fucking
yeah,
hype.
I did see that.
Like that's pretty dope. Oh yep,
That's
High
kinda-
Tide. Yep, High Tide's a fucking hit too for sure. What were you gonna say?
Evil Eye of Ormsby-Gore reprint.
That's fucking so Shivam was talking about that card the other day and I've had to comment. I ordered an Evil Eye of Ormsby-Gore from a magazine, from like one of the
Nice.
ads, and I was like, send me this card, and I have no fucking clue how much it was, but I was like, this thing is so goddamn cool that I have to own it, and I had one sent to me, so, and I think I've still got it, so
I'm not sure if I have. I'll have to go through my like older shit and see if I have one kicking around somewhere, because it was one of those just like cards I got as a kid, like you know, among the first 100 Magic cards that I have ever seen, and was just like, holy shit, this game's awesome.
Yep, this thing.
What does this guy do?
Fucking cool.
And can't he just like not be blocked by walls or something stupid?
Yeah, it's something so fucking mega useless for sure. Oh, we got Skirk Prospector. Okay, all right. That's a cool one.
But even worse, it makes it so all your other creatures can't attack and can't be blocked by walls.
This Voice of All art is crazy.
Yeah, it's the original Braum art.
Oh man, Braum is so cool.
Braum
I'm
was
like
so cool. I used to have a sweet GeoCities Braum art website
I'm-
back in the day.
I'm such a sucker for Braum art. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I even have, if I look, I've got cards from the TCG that he did a lot of art for, Guardians. I've got
Nice.
piles of Guardians cards for sure. Those things are so crazy. That game was wild. I definitely played that shit. Um, Cyrus with the GeoCities reference. No, Braum is very cool. There's no, and then he's got like a couple novels and a couple like
Yeah.
he's like he's and I guess apparently there was like a meme of like a goth person at a cemetery. There was like a picture of this person that went around forever and ever, and eventually Braum was like, "Yo, that's me in that picture." Everybody was like, "Oh," like bugging out about it,
That's amazing.
which is super funny. So yeah, Dominaria remastered is like cool, sure, why not?
Yeah.
Whatever. Like it's
It's got a sheep token. That's pretty legit.
I would love to draft it. I think that'd be a fun time. That'd be cool. And like looking through it, there's like a couple cards. I like that it's. I mean, clearly they don't just like fucking put these sets together for like no reason. Like it's not random. Like they're made to play together. Like
Mhm.
people play these and it's made to be like an experience or whatever. So I like that somebody just went through cards in Dominaria, like on that plane, and was like, let's just take whatever we want from this and make a set that's playable. I think is very cool. So I hope they start doing that more. Like if they did like a Innistrad remastered.
Totally.
Is
Yeah,
that
I'm into
something
the idea of the remastered sets.
that'd be cool if they start doing that. Like no one's gonna fucking complain about those sets, But the thing is, like with Dominaria remastered, there's enough bombs to be like, we'll put the tutor cycle in. But like if they do like Innistrad remastered, like is there? I guess like fucking Liliana. Like oh good, they got Liliana in
You
there.
can slap Liliana of the Veil into
You could
anything,
do-
and people will buy it.
We just put just 10 Liliana, put 7 different Lilianas in this set. Fucking
Every pack is
gangbusters.
14 dog turds and a Liliana the Veil. It'll be
yeah,
like
it's-
fucking pre-ordered in 9 boxes.
a bunch of Thalias and then Lilianas, and it's like.
Oh, they got the Nantuko Shade reprint too. That's another big
Yeah.
callback.
Yo, they put Howl from Beyond in this shit.
Nice.
I can just go over here and just go into. Is it this? No, I moved my. No, it is this box right here, and just go into the fucking 1994 stack and probably pull out a Howl from Beyond.
Oh yeah, I have a lot of the stuff in here is stuff I have like hundreds of copies of in
Look.
the bulk.
I just
The
grabbed
unforetold bulk.
a random pile from the 1994 section. Look at how fucking yellowed those are.
Oh jeez.
And it's just look at that. Look at these fucking unholy
There's the
strengths.
tears.
We got the control magics, a fucking dark diabolic machine. This is just fire. A bunch of circular protections, some homerids, more fucking Ham to Torox. Just like just gobbledygook here. Oh no Howl from Beyonds though. Couple
No Howl,
pestilences. Paralyzed with weakness.
House from Beyond definitely belongs in that pile.
Yes,
for
it's
sure.
100%. A warp artifact, right? Like anybody's ever cast that. Unsummon
Oh, yeah.
Skull. Oh, you saw an unsummon. There was an unsummon in here. Let's get it. There you go. Let's go for our boy J-Ro. Got fucking coach in the house, so we got the unsummon just for you. All right, bud. Good. And we got a cool ass Order of the Ebb on hand too. Love it when these show
Yeah, I
up.
love that card.
No, the 1994 vein in here, the 1994 stack is wild. There's dumb
Yeah.
wild cards in here.
I have whole of those 4-row boxes of white border cards.
Fucking sick.
Mostly from pre-6th edition. And yeah, they're fun to flip through. I always think like I should just throw together dumb little 60-card decks with them, because otherwise they just sit in there completely untouched. You have so many of the good unholy strikes. I'm so jealous. I have exactly 9 that I use as the front page of my binder.
We got all sorts of weird shit. We got some fucking dark cards in here. We got let's gotta put that in our Urza deck.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So this card, This is big nostalgia for me. This one, this fucking
Oh, yeah, the
Crawworm.
Crawworm.
Crawworm's
Yeah.
big nostalgia. Just a 6/4 for 6. Just go for it. Doesn't even have trample, nothing. We got blue elemental blast, right? That's relevant. People are talking about that in cEDH these days, right?
It's good. That's a staple now.
That's a staple now.
I
Wow,
don't know.
insanity.
I put it in
Oh,
Tox roll.
fair.
If
All
I
right.
can't have Dockside, no one else can either.
We got so many weaknesses. Oh, look, we got some rituals. All right, sick. Oh, there you go. We got a Rod of Ruin to match my fucking Forbidden Treasure card.
Nice. I
We
don't know,
got
why does
Butt, a
that
famous.
keep doing-
We got a Butt, the classic Butt here. Goblin Raiding Party. Quentin Hoover Butt picture.
Nice, yeah.
Sorry, we're just like looking through. I always thought
Yeah.
this card was rad. Look at this fucking armor this dude has. He's just so fucking ready to throw down.
Oh yeah, the Holy Armor guy. He's beefing so hard.
Yeah, he's ready to throw down for sure. He's pissed, Holy Armor guy. Sorry to just like go through random cards right
And
now.
you know I've got Dazzle Thralls. I keep them on me somewhere.
Keep-
somewhere back here.
Keep him on lock for sure. So I think that's about it as far as like stuff on our list of stuff to talk about. Like I think we
It's
got
a pretty good
through
list.
we
I
got
think.
through most of the good stuff. We talked about like new sets and shit. Where's the I'm trying to find which tab had the dumb list in it. There it is. New sets, Brothers War hits. Oh, so have you like seen any? Do you play Arena? Do you like jam Arena games occasionally?
Occasionally, like I try to hop on every 3 days because that's when your stupid quests re-up and
Okay,
then bust
solid.
out my quests for my gold.
Okay.
But I don't play it too seriously. I was trying to get to Mythic for a minute because my buddy Super Baka Bros made it to Mythic with
Oh, nice.
with this Rakdos mid-range deck and Explorer, and
Oh,
it's
cool.
a fun one to play. But yeah, I'm not like a super grinder on Arena or anything.
I was thinking Brawl would be. Is Brawl like a nightmare? Does it just suck? Is it just like, oh, it's Omnath again or whatever? Like you just see the same.
I don't.
It's just
I've
like
tried so many times to get into Brawl, and I have some Brawl decks that I kind of like, but like I like building them and looking at them, and like I don't really like playing them.
no.
Like
Is it like not fun?
every matchup sucks. I feel like.
It's just like play the meta deck or you get like play Coma or you get fucked. Like I don't even know what the real decks are in it. But,
Well, the meta decks now are all that fucking legendary guy.
yeah, or Joda.
Joda, yeah.
What a dickhead, huh?
Joda and the bridge one, the
Oh, yep, 5,
prismatic bridge.
and then you just play 5 color whatever the fuck you want.
5 color all the best cards. And you just flip some crazy shit into play every turn.
Flip gob.
And I'm like, I got my fun little deck over here. Well, I guess now Toxtrol is like a top tier historic brawl deck, so
Historic Brawl is constantly Golos. Yes, that makes sense. That sounds like it sucks shit.
it's just not as fun as it sounds like it would be. But I do, I like I said, I bust out the quests, and sometimes I don't like whatever decks I have for the 60 card formats for whatever colors, so I'll play Brawl.
Yep.
And it's not the worst thing in the world, just not my thing.
I want to play Arena, but like I don't want to just fucking run it solo. Like I want somebody doing this, chopping it up with me while I'm playing it, because I want to do drafts and shit like that, but I'd rather sit there and talk about it with somebody because I'm so unfamiliar with it. I'd rather be doing it.
I'm so bad at drafts. I want to get better at drafts, but fucking A.
No, it's not easy. I was watching
you get good at one and then it's gone.
Yeah, that's also true. I was watching Steve Stillman and Ivaldi Charles draft Vintage Cube while we were shooting with Lua, and watching those two draft was crazy. They were just so fucking deep in the tank. They were like, oh my god. There was Toxtrol is good because of Dark Ritual. Yes, that tracks. Is Dark Ritual and Historic Brawl? That seems like a dangerous card to put in any format.
It's the Strixhaven things.
Oh, because it's in the stupid the archives. Oh, that's silly.
Yep.
Like I want to do it though. Like I want to do drafts on Arena. Like I think that'd be fun, but I also just like We'll have to do. We'll just have to do it after midnight when I'm like loopy and stupid and just like fuck it. We'll just get you in here and help me because like otherwise I'm not gonna be like I don't know.
Whenever I've done a draft for the last 2 years, I'm just like, oh yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm very bad at this.
I'll have to give it a try because I also want to start. So everybody who's watching, anybody who's stuck it out for this hour and 20 minutes of us just fucking rambling right now, something that I'm trying to do starting tomorrow is more of this, more live, more, and it's gonna be me sorting cards. It's gonna be me doing whatever, getting this basement under wraps. Like I've got so much shit to do, and I want to be doing it live. So I'm gonna be doing deck building, sorting. I'm talking big right now. I need to like. I think what I decided is I need to post a schedule of like Monday this, Tuesday this, Wednesday this, and that way I have the world to be held accountable rather than just like I'm gonna do it tomorrow, which is like that's my normal accountability.
1000%. The schedule is the only way to stay on it.
So I gotta figure it out, and I gotta figure out what I can do as like a random thing on Friday, and whether my computer can like handle me doing other games, or if I'm gonna like figure out how to just play Vampire Survivors off my phone and stream that.
That Twitch app, that horrible app that you have to use when you go live.
That fucking nightmare app. Yep, 100%.
I think isn't it on Steam though too?
It is.
It's on
Steam. Hope late nights chat streams become commonplace. I'm probably not going to be doing a lot. I think this is our late night slot. I want to try to keep this Monday night one going because that way we can like recap the week before or like recap shows or like whatever. Who the fuck knows? You know, like I'll be able to after you do your tournaments this coming weekend. Is that right?
Yes, the 7th.
So
I'll be playing some tournament EDH in Bellingham, Washington.
So Monday the 9th, we're gonna go over it. We're gonna go deep dive. This next Monday. Tune in here where we can hear a play-by-play of Cyrus recounting every match of his Bellingham tournament.
I literally will.
So I'm excited to hear it. Yeah, and you know we might try to do some video off that, but no promises here.
Yeah. Never promising anything again. That's my 2023 resolution.
2023, no promises. Never punish, no promises. I think we need a banner. No promises and never punish. 2023 is definitely what we're gonna start this one out on. So yeah, but I realized that like where we shine is these live streams, right? Like the YouTubes are great. Going out, if I could go out and fucking play in real life and somehow make that the content of just me being there, like I've tried to, that would be it. But like, so this Thursday I'm going to the LGS. I'm going to the game reserve. So we'll see. I heard they got a hop in Commander night, so I'm gonna go try to hop right in that shit, and who knows. I think I need to make. I think if I'm gonna keep going to Commander nights though, like I can't just roll up with stream like decks that I play on stream, because the decks I play on stream have like no removal and they're just there to like make everybody feel good. And then like I'll go like twice now. I've gone out to untapped games and this dude is just like, what is it, Sir Conrad, Tombstone Stairwell, get fucked. Like the table eats shit.
The LGS world is such the Wild West. It's funny.
So I went out like 2 weeks ago on a Wednesday to this spot that my one of my kids' preschool teachers told me about. He goes and plays there.
Oh, nice.
So I saw him there. I didn't get a game with him, but I saw him there. But I played some games and they had this weird prize structure that he listed off that like you get 1 point if you win a 3-top, you get 2 points if you win a 4-top, and you get 5 points if you win a 5 or greater, a pod with 5 or more people in 5 or 6 top. And I was like, so when he said that, I was like, what? And then I played the games and this one dude was like really like hemming and hawing over like his attack options, and it's like I was kind of like in my head, I was like, all right, fucking like, just do it, just fucking punch somebody, because the game has no like, they had no bearing on me, you know, like I wasn't
Mm-hmm.
gonna be like, okay, give me my packs, you know, when I was
Yeah.
leaving. But dude was like, and I realized that like people who like, so I was talking with Modanon about it, and they were like, I remember that like those games have an emotional investment. You wait all week or all month even to go play, and then you go play and you just like eat shit for 3 hours. And like that shit, like you're emotionally invested in those games, you know? So it really made me think about the way people approach games at the LGS. And the other emotional investment part is that people are, they all know, they all play with each other week after week,
Mm-hmm.
right? So there's the emotional investment of like, oh, do I have to fucking sit at a pod with this guy again? Like I played
Mm-hmm.
with this guy, you know, I did everything I could to avoid him or like whatever. So like there's a lot of like, and like the way my brain works is like I'll really, and it's part of why Magic is so uh like affects me so much, is probably why I'm so like into it, is like I think about like what that next game's going to be. I look forward to getting a game in at game night. I look forward to going out to play. I look forward to the social aspect of it. So like the next game is this big unknown of possibility where anything can happen, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that's really infatuating to me. And so realizing that like that next game is something that like for me, like I'm getting games in all the fucking time. I'm in this privileged position where I can just like, okay, like twice, three times, four times a week I'm jamming games. But like going out, like I get really excited about that, and I can see why people got so invested in these games, why people were so like they wanted to win them, you know, they really cared about what was happening. It was really, really fun.
Totally. The spectrum of just like Magic is just so vast, and so
Yep.
there's the spectrum of even just what you're getting out of it, how much you care about it. All of that is so wide and varied, and yeah, I definitely like. I used to care a lot more about getting my, especially like my casual decks, like to the right level that they could win and like could really put up a showing. Because when I first got back into the game, I was going to Commander Night, yeah, I'd be like once a week if I was lucky. And yeah, you get fucking demolished all night and you're like, fuck, dude, like this is what I spent my one day of this 2 weeks that I had free doing, is like just going and getting killed. But
Yep.
like now it's like I feel totally differently about it.
Yep. I
And
I
I don't know. I've always come at the game from kind of like a, you know, like I'm fine watching other people win too kind of space. It's mostly when my deck just like does nothing or I just like play really poorly that I'm like, fuck.
Yep. Yeah, I just don't like, I dread like getting stuck in a pod with somebody who's miserable. You know, like that's my biggest, like if I've had like a apprehension or a fear or something to be anxiety like anxious about, it's like getting in a pod with somebody who's just like, you know, just sweaty
Hmm.
about everything, you know. It's
Uh-huh.
like, "Oh, okay, bud." And that's why I was like so grateful to go to this spot, and it was just the chillest, you know. So like, and I also wasn't. There were kids playing cEDH and something. Oh, so I heard there was like this big, and I think you get this everywhere. It's like, oh no, it's not like cEDH, or like that's a cEDH, like this desire to pigeonhole things into like whether it's cEDH or not, I thought was really
Mm.
funny. And I kept hearing people talk using those metrics, and I thought it was really funny. So that's something I'll have to continue to keep my ears peeled for, is like whether the people at the casual players are like, oh, that's a cEDH thing or something like this. I didn't
Yeah, no,
hear exactly what the conversations were, but it's like this very clear, like weird, like stigma and delineation that's still out there, you know?
totally. I hear it at the when I was doing the Magic for Teens at the library. I definitely hear some of that stuff. It's funny because like being the adult running the program, and then like they just kind of figured out fairly quickly. One of the kids was like, you're from Mental Misplay. Like, I know this channel. Like, I've seen you on there. And so I was like, so it was like, I could kind of, they do sort of respect my opinion on things. And I'm like, no, I don't really think that's like a cEDH thing or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like, when I just go to the random LGS and people are, going on the same kind of spiels that you see on Facebook, especially, or like
Mm-hmm.
Twitter sometimes about just like toxic cEDH.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of don't know what to say. I just don't engage. Yeah, it's like,
Some dude had his whole deck laid out. He had a Rocco deck laid out, and I looked at it. I took a look at it, and I was like, take out Rexage, put in the white one, put in Lauren, and he was like, what? And I was like, yeah. Put in Lauren. And they were like, all the dudes all looking at the deck list. We're all like, yeah, that's a good call. I was psyched about it. I was pumped. But otherwise, like, and my favorite thing I asked was some dude was playing some random, I don't even remember the fucking deck, but he was like, my other deck's Kroxaka. And I was like, oh, no shit. I was like, do you use like the strict list, like right off the database, or what? Where are you at? And he's like, I'm 11 cards off the database.
nice.
And I was like, oh, like, so to like talk to somebody who's that dialed in, I thought was really interested as well. So like him, I was like pumped to like, okay, let's like chop it up for a minute, because you're like super dialed in, like you fucking, yeah, that's the only real words I had for it,
Yeah.
And
the
then,
funniest to me is in the wild is coming up on the people who think they're super deep enfranchised, but they just like aren't. And
Yeah.
just like don't really know that much. And I never want to be rude or be like, actually that's not, or this or that or whatever. So I just kind of end up listening, and I'm like, all right, take care. But like, I just don't know how to navigate that social situation very well.
I ended up at a table at this other spot where the dudes were. It was right after Golos got banned, and he was like, "Those fucking, those dickheads in the RC probably just lost to Golos," and we're like, "Fuck this card." And I was like, "Yep, that's it." Like I was trying to be like, "No, it's like more of a signpost thing," and he was like, "No, they're just salty. They're salty old bastards." And I was like, "Oh, cool, sure." Like, yep. It definitely got a laugh out of me though. I was like, there's really people out there who are just like, that's their go-to, that's the rhetoric, that's where they're gonna be at, So yeah, but God forbid I get in a pod with like somebody who's like, "Meh," I'll be like, okay, all right, I guess we're doing. So another really good example was going to Buffalo and playing with Scoop and them at their big spot. I think it was Heart of the Game, the place was called.
Yeah, something like that.
And we're all like gathering, we're queuing up for EDH night, and where me and Scoop and the bullies are all way in the corner with Veggie, and I'm like, all right, who do I like? Who's like the last person I want to sit down with right now? And Scoop was like, oh, okay, all right, let's go into it, And Scoop gives me like the rundown of like that guy, like kind of like pointing without pointing. It's like, you don't want to sit with like that guy's loud and horrible and all that. It was like, super joke, like like only Scoop phase could be, like, oh,
Totally.
like it was so sweet and so endearing. I was so pumped about it, but like I want to know what I'm getting into at that point,
Totally.
like who, like if I've got
LGS
some.
you never know. You never know what you can be getting into.
Mm-hmm. And then so Veggie ended up in a pod with one of those dudes, because that dude's name was Brett, and there were two other Bretts. So whoever made the matches thought it was a good idea to put all three Bretts in the same pod together. So. We were all laughing. We saw that on the fucking matchup screen, and we were like, Brett Pod. And then he ended up with one of the salty guys. But the game was alright. Like, Veggie could sling with the best of them. Is fucking unflappable. So
I keep saying unflappable in places where no one else knows what I'm talking about. And like, yeah, you don't need to know what I'm talking about. It's just unflappable.
So Veggie's definitely that. So yeah, hopefully I'll go out on Thursday, and it's great. I bring my brother-in-law with me, and he just brings precons.
Nice.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Nice.
Oh, nice, Sandkeeper. You got your store where you just hit premium. Do you mind sharing what the store is? If you don't feel comfortable, don't worry about it. But if you want to share the name of the store, uh, I'd love to take a look at that, what the website is or whatever. I love going to different LGSs. That's another thing that I really, really enjoy is like going in, feeling out the vibe, like when it's not full of people, and then the vibe when it is full of people is like two totally different things also. So we'll also see how the fucking vibe is with this spot. And like
There's
I'm
a
gonna be
couple
like
stores I haven't made it to that are like not that far from me. I'm like, I really need to make this happen.
Flipside Gaming in upstate New York. Awesome. It sounds good. It's how many people show up at Commander Night at Flipside Gaming in upstate New York? How many if you go to Commander Night, is it on Friday or is Commander Night another night? That's the first question. And
Your mic's starting to cut out quite a bit. BT
Okay.
dubs.
Oh, that's not good. That's weird that my mic would be cutting out a bunch. I don't know what the fucking
It
problem
was just
is.
doing it like every once in a while for a little bit, and now it's trying to do it a little more often.
It's still doing it a bunch? Okay. Let's fucking jam it in the thing. We'll plug it in, see if that helps it.
Nice.
Um,
I think I've ordered a bunch of cards from Flipside Gaming, if they're the ones that I'm thinking of. Let's look.
Commander Nights 2 nights a week is dope. Oh, Mishodem says it sounds fine, so fuck you,
okay.
Cyrus.
Weird. Yeah.
So
I just don't get to hear the story.
Yeah, clearly a you problem. 16 to 20 and Commander Nights on Mondays and Fridays is dope. That's cool that it's twice a week. That's really cool. I went to this spot, Game Reserve, like in the way back, like in the pandemic, like deep. This was like a year ago, and they were like, we get like 30 people here for Commander Night. So I was like, fuck, 30 people. It's like no fucking joke. So I'm definitely excited to go in there on Thursday and fucking chill and catch games. So
Nice.
I'm gonna go with my brother-in-law. I'm hoping I don't know like that anybody, like I know like I would go with our boy Corey, that TCG guy,
Nice.
but he streams on Thursdays. So and like
Bring the stream with.
I think most other people are a little bit of like anybody who's like further north in Boston or whatever is gonna be like a hard sell to drive out to fucking Middleborough. It's like it's out there. So
yeah.
The other spot I want to go to, I think, is called Game King, and it's in Fall River. And Fall River is in Massachusetts, and it's like a fucking hardo town. Like it's like a fucking hardcore towny town.
Nice.
So I really want to go there. They have a good meat pie shop. They got these these little hand pies, the hand pie shop. But I want to go play in Fall River so fucking bad because I'm sure it's just like hardos and townies only, and I'm fucking so stoked about it. I always want to go out there, but their shop doesn't even open till 4. It's like
That's
Worcester.
The mark of a good shop for sure.
It's like Worcester, but it's got a different charm than Worcester. It's like there's like you can see the water. It's like Worcester, but there's water there also. There's that's about it. Like it's smaller and gnarlier than Worcester, and the people are tough as fuck. So I'm excited to go catch Commander games in Fall River at some point. I'll have to go with the squad. I'll get Corey to come with me to that one for sure.
Yeah, there you go.
He's a tough motherfucker. So, so that's about it. That's the weekly roundup. That's the
weekly roundup.
That's what we need to figure. I think mental miscast. Sure, why not? I think it needs a dumber name, maybe after a card or something. But and did you like the graphic, by the way, Cyrus? Did you like my?
I did.
Did you see the graphic? I was just like, fuck it, and I just jammed that shit together and was like, I guess this is how we're doing it. Let's see, I want to find it because I was kind of stoked on that shit.
Oh yeah, it's good. It's real good.
Oh, No, it's not. I can't pull it up fast. I'm too slow with it. So, rather than sniffing my own farts right now, I'm probably just gonna cut it short. But I was proud of that graphic. I thought it was pretty fucking funny. Just dumb. But thank you guys for showing up. Everybody who showed up in the chat, I really appreciate it.